Welcome back, guys, and welcome to another episode of the Kinetic Performance Podcast. I'm your host, Calvin Trieu, and I'll just be your host for a few more episodes because in 2023, I have a few different episodes planned with guests. So it's going to be really exciting. We're going to figure out some topics. These are going to be dope people that you're going to want to listen to, learn from, follow, and all that good stuff. So a couple things to stay tuned for. So sick. All right. So on today's episode, and so if you're viewing this on the video platforms like YouTube or just on the video like turned of your phone on your Spotify, as you can tell, it is nighttime. So change the scenery a little bit. If you guys didn't know, I actually have a full-time job during the day that is not coaching and doing all the social media and online coaching, in-person coaching stuff that I do, this podcast stuff. So yeah, it's been a long day. So worked my day job in the hospital as an exercise physiologist, all that good stuff. And now we are here and it is more so in the PM. And so a little different vibes right now. Got my orange burning light, same for the different colors in the background. So it's a vibe. Welcome. Happy to have you here. Let's do this. Okay. So what today's episode is mainly about is the title is going to be how to stay in shape while traveling. So this is something that has touched on, I'm pretty sure, everyone's minds, and even myself, especially someone who is very health conscious, fitness conscious, and conscious. Yeah. You know what I'm trying to say. Words are kind of hard after a long day. But yeah, anytime I'm traveling, things like that, traveling is always fun. I love going to new places, exploring, experiencing new things, all that good stuff. But I love lifting, and it does throw me out of my routine when I have to figure out the whole nutrition side of things. And then all the stress of like, where am I staying? What am I doing? Budgeting, all that good stuff. And then like throwing in the fitness side. Where can I try to work out? Am I going on a trip with my family? Am I going on a trip by myself? Can I work out? Like just trying to do all that, trying to take care of your health and your fitness while traveling is tough. And in the previous episode that I did, I think it was episode 1. It was episode 1 on how to navigate the holiday season, and I touched base more so on the nutrition side approach on all that stuff. But now I'm going to talk more so on the fitness side of things. So the way that I like to approach this topic, how to stay in shape while traveling, I like to go through 3 different mental frameworks. I would say 3 different phases in this framework to that's just how I view it. I think that's the best way to say it. And that's the best way I'll say it. You'll understand more as I explain. So the first phase is more so the mindset phase. So this is where before you take any action, before you go on your trip, this is where you start shifting the lens on how you kind of see things, doing more so of the mental preparation, right? So you know that like right now, for example, because right now is the most appropriate time of the year because like it's still the holiday season. Christmas is a few weeks away, and then right after that is New Year's, and then going right back into people's normal schedule into the new year, right? So there's still a lot of traveling back and forth because we just did Thanksgiving, and so there's gonna be more traveling, and then there's that like hover period between Christmas and New Year's, and then just a lot of traveling back and forth if you are moving and going to places. And with that, for some people, they may get very antsy of like, okay, where can I work out? Like how many days am I able to work out? How long can I work out? Where am I going to be able to work out? Where am I going to find my food? And then just try to fit everything in their routine and all that, and it just becomes a big mess. So before you start doing anything is where we are at the phase 1, the mindset phase. And this is where I want you to start accepting that, hey, we are in a different season period of life right now. For like the next 4 to 6 weeks, things are going to be very abnormal when it comes to like things on the at home front, work front. You're about to meet deadlines for school, for work, trying to round things out before you go do trips by yourself or with family and friends, and then all that stuff, and a lot of inconsistencies out of your routine. So you just have to accept that this season is going to be temporary, it's going to be messy, and it's not going to be perfect, right? We can plan we can have the best plan that we can come up with, but understand that things are going to happen and you are just going to have to accept it and be able to adjust on the fly. So the first step is changing the frame and your approach mentally, how you're going to approach the season, this period. And then the second one into that domain is the acceptance. It's like, okay, I see what's going to happen. I'm accepting that everything's going to be messy. I'm going to try my best, but if I only get to work out one day that week, then it is what it is. I'm going to accept it, and I'm not going to associate that to me having low willpower, me being lazy, me not caring about my training or my fitness. No, it's just you just have a lot more going on during this season. It's just a period that you just have to go through because your priority is not training right now. Your priority is to try to find the harmony between spending time with family, spending time with friends, traveling, eating, experiencing new things, having fun, but then getting that dose of fitness in here and there, either by yourself or with friends. So acceptance portion. So now how I like to move forward is now, okay, now I'm going to backcast, right? So say, like for me, for example, in about 2 weeks or so, I'm about to go on a trip back home to Nebraska for Christmas, and then over the New Year's with some friends and meeting some new friends, going to go to Colorado and do a trip there. So I will be gone for about 10, 12 days or so. And so that's a lot of traveling between two different states, and I won't be back home. So the way that I'm approaching this is like, okay, once I leave, I have about 10 to 12 days I will be gone. Okay. I'm going to backcast. So I'm going to plan in reverse, trying to touch base on all my major things I have to do. Okay. So I know that I will be having Christmas here. I will be having these travel days here, or dedicate the traveling days because I'm driving. So I'm doing the whole road trip. So 8-hour drive from Nebraska to Colorado, and like 3.5 hour drive from here, Kansas City up to Nebraska. So stuff like that. So I have like designated driving days, days where I have Christmas with my friends, days where I have Christmas with my family, knowing that some days I will be really busy with work, doing this online stuff. So I will have to be cooped into the corner of a coffee shop one of these days here and there, and just stuff like that. So it's like, okay, backcasting, knowing the big main things that's going to happen. So then I can be like, okay, this day, definitely don't even try planning to work out here. And then boom. So out of those 12 days, just hypothetically, say out of that, I have 5 possible days out of that 10 that I can truly work out, that really not much is going on. Nothing big is happening. It's just another kind of like a filler day. Okay, so now this is where I like to move into the preparation phase of things. So now you kind of made that mental acceptance, and shifting the frame at which you see things. And now we are back casting our weeks, and we are understanding that we have to be adaptable, right? We can plan with the best, but we have to be flexible and adaptable at a moment's notice. So now moving into the preparation phase. Now this is where you're taking a little more action. So from here, you guys know that whenever, say you are trying to book for an Airbnb or a rent out a new apartment, house, buying a house. Wait, what am I talking about? I've never bought a house. Okay, well, X the house portion because I haven't bought a house. Anyways, the other things I said. So whenever you were say the example with Airbnb. Okay, so you go online, you go on Airbnb.com, and you kind of have a criterion list to yourself, right? You have your location of okay, this is the city that I am going to be in. Okay, for me, for example, I like to find the dopest gyms, cool gyms that I can be around. So whatever city I'm going to go into for whatever state, I want to know where the cool gyms are. Okay, cool. And now my next thing is, okay, so where is the grocery stores? Okay, that's next on my list. Okay. And then where are the closest not grocery store. Next is, okay, I want to find a place that has a laundry unit inside of it so I can do my laundry. Okay, a full kitchen, a full house. I'm not sharing the house with anybody else. So you kind of have like these like criterion lists that you have to check off in your search bar, like the filler section, and say it has to be within a good neighborhood. And after you input your 5 or 6 search criterias, you hit search, and then it kind of zones in and gives you a radius with everything that you're looking for with possible options. So this is how I like to approach traveling when it comes to either just finding an Airbnb, or when I'm actually like looking for an apartment because I want it to be within close proximity of work, close proximity of the gym, because those are the 2 main places I spend the most time at, and things like that, So you just kind of have like, now you're on the preparation, the searching phase. You're online doing some of that homework of like, okay, wait, like getting a layout of the land, the turf, so you know what is happening. Okay, so I know that this is where I'm going to stay. These are where all the things I'm looking for and the places I want to go, and knowing that the distance between each is like, okay, here's 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, XYZ between places. So that you kind of get the gears turning, and how long things are. You can kind of plan that way because you know how far of a drive things are from one another. Okay, and like another preparation tool criteria you can add is say, hey, you were looking for a hotel. Maybe find a hotel that has all of the things that you're looking for, but also has a hotel gym. That would be something. Or a Airbnb house that has a home gym. That way you can train at home early in the morning or whatever time, and then go do your trip and experience all the dope things. So those are a couple things. And a really cool thing is like group fitness classes. Say you don't want to spend 90 minutes, 2 hours, too much time at the gym, and you kind of really just want to get in, get your dose of fitness, get out, and you're doing it with friends. And you know that, say, hey, you are with your significant other, your partner, or a group of buddies, and you know that once y'all get to the gym that you guys like to kind of just talk, hang out, catch up, things like that. And that's super nice and like awesome. But say, hey, you kind of want to spend more time outside the gym to see the area, do all that stuff. So maybe signing up for gyms like CrossFit gyms, Orange Theory gyms, Ep.4. These are more so coach-led group classes that you can pre-sign up online. Say, pick out a time slot, say next Wednesday, for example, at 5:30 p.m. I want to do that class. You can sign up for you and your friends, and then you guys just show up for that. That way, your fitness is already planned, a class is already set. They're an hour in duration, and then you can just show up. They'll run you through the whole thing. You get your fitness, having fun, try something new. If you've never done these type of things, it gives you something else to talk about and experience. Why not? And then you can leave and knowing that, hey, that was your hour of fitness, your health, you check that box, and now you go about your day. So that's one really good way to plan that, and knowing that it would be a cool experience. Because say you can't find a gym and the closest gym is like 30 minutes away. That's just like a normal traditional bodybuilding gym, or it's like you get there super crowded because it's holiday season. So maybe it's just cluttered with people. You can't get a machine, get a bench in front of the dumbbell sets because every high school kid is in town and are just doing all the curls with all the dumbbells, laying around on the floor with them. So, you kind of plan for what you can. So now that's a portion of the preparation phase. And now we are going to shift and transition into the execution phase. Okay, so now this is where you're there and now you're actually going to do some physical things. So say that you've accepted to yourself that, hey, I am traveling, it's a holiday, I'm only going to work out. Normally you say you work out 4 to 5 times a week. Say that you don't want to just cut it out completely, but you want to find that middle ground because there's a couple things you got to do: family, friends, see, relax, things like that. Say you are going to compromise and meet yourself in the middle. you're just going to work out maybe 2 or 3 times that week, right? And you're going to have to go off program. So just if you're going to work out like under 3 times per week, just do full body exercises. That way, if it helps you, if you're more of like a fitness nerd or stickler like I am, it's like, okay, I just want to make sure that I hit each major muscle groups, just feel a nice pump, feel like I'm really sweating, I'm working hard. And so I'm just going to get the most bang for my buck for that 1 to 3 sessions that week, and just do full body, go close to failure, and then just call it good, knowing like, hey, I made sure that each muscle group was hit, nothing was just left out. So then you can kind of check all your boxes and meet yourself with that compromising place. And the next point that I want to talk about is like maybe going for a walk. Say you are going somewhere that there's just no gyms, there's nothing, and hey, maybe just every day just go for a walk in the morning. You just need to move and feel good and just feel what's the word I'm looking for? Some relic of your routine normalcy that's during the week. So maybe just go for a walk in the morning, either by yourself or bring your family with you. Be like, hey guys, let's go out for a walk, and just go for a walk, hang out, chill, or go for a walk after each meal or in the evening when everything dies down and you just want to go for a walk. That's cool too. Or trying to, this could also be a very great opportunity to get the whole family to do some fitness all together as well. So like those CrossFit gyms, Orange Theory, F45 gyms, group fitness led classes, boot camps, maybe get the whole family to get together and be like, hey, maybe for an activity, instead of like, let's definitely play the card games, drinking games, or whatever. Maybe your family is more of the type that's everyone gets together, but you guys don't really have any really like strong traditions that you really do, like games, or you're a very small family because like you don't have any siblings. It's just you, your parents, and just like a few uncles or aunts and stuff like that, or cousins or whatever. It's like a smaller family. Maybe you guys can be like, hey, let's instead of just watching too much TV and just hanging around the house, let's all go play, do some type of activity, right? Go ice skating all together because it's a physical activity. It's something really fun. It's something like maybe you don't do with each other, so it could be a good way to make memories that way, have fun, laugh at whoever falls. Maybe it's you that falls, and so you can laugh at yourself. They can laugh at you. I don't know. So do activities like that, play yard games depending on where you are and how cold it is, and just some type of activity that gets the whole family going, and that way you guys don't run into that not awkward, but like that period of the evening, the day, where everyone's just on their phones watching TV and kind of like minding each other's own like business or whatever. That gets really boring since it's 2022 and everyone is literally on their phones, so it's kind of annoying. But anyways, so yeah, activities. That's one thing you can do. Or another thing is, say you already do have some type of gym equipment at home. Say you have a jump rope, easily accessible to you, that you can bring with. Say you are driving, doing a road trip, or traveling via plane, or like a set of dumbbells, or just any type of equipment that's portable that you can carry with you. Maybe you can bring it with you. Say like, I'm going to a cabin in Colorado. The closest gym is probably like an hour away. So maybe I can bring a pair of dumbbells and some, my jump rope, and do a little bit of fitness there, on my own time. So that's something that you can do as well. Like bring some of the equipment with you. You can just work out at home. So that's an option. And then, so yeah, those are a few ideas on how you can stay fit while you're on the road out there. And then the last portion is, this kind of comes back full circle, this whole framework from your the mindset phase to the preparation phase to the execution phase. And now understanding that, hey, this is temporary. This whole season period, it's temporary. So you have to be very flexible, adjustable right now, and then just know that there's an end to all this. There's an expiration date, the ending of the life cycle, that, hey, once Christmas is over, New Year's over, things go right back to normal, and you can get right back to your normal routine a normal schedule program, and yeah, everything's all good. So that's basically the mental framework that I like to utilize both for myself and for clients, who just to help ease some of their stress around managing their fitness, around traveling, staying in shape during the holiday season, or just this can apply to the holiday season now, or just really whenever you're traveling. So I hope that you guys found this helpful. This was a short and sweet, straight to the point. And if you like this, please leave a comment, a rating, share this episode. This is a video podcast on both YouTube and on Spotify, and this is streaming through audio on 6 different platforms that you can listen to in the car, or also you can listen to this while you're traveling. Hey. But yes, thank you so much for your time, your attention to listen to me share all of this, and I hope this was helpful to you. And if you found it helpful and you think it'd be helpful to somebody else, please share it. This will help the channel grow, and I would very, very much appreciate it. And yeah, that is a wrap to episode 4. I will see you guys back for the next one. Woo!